You know, people thought that Toy Story 4 was going to help with the slump of underperforming sequels, help save the summer box office. Well, it's underperforming as well, at least in Disney's eyes, because Disney was expecting it, and of course the box office gurus were expecting it to gross $140 million plus opening. And also, in last episode I said Anna's gonna be the next John Wick. Well, Anna's a flop. Moving on. I still kind of want to see the movie, and regardless if it's a bad or good movie. Excuse me. I'm hoping it's at least better than Atomic Blonde. Child's Play is also grabbing its usual audience. I don't know the other films in the franchise are. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the. I actually don't know what the other films in the Chucky franchises are. I gotta see what film Chucky movies. So these are the Chucky kill Chucky movies have been around for a long time. But then so the franchise. So this is pretty weird right now. Um, look up Child's Play. See if it's actually underperforming compared to other movies. So the Child's Play franchise 16 million is actually the highest opening in the franchise. But of course, if you adjust this for inflation, it won't be. It'll still be the lowest grossing in the franchise. So is it performing exactly how its series does? So I'm surprised they're making a reboot right now instead of making one in the 2000s and late 90s. Toy Story 4 is the biggest news of the talk. Before we talk about all the other sequels that underperformed, Toy Story 4 is one of them. Because you gotta remember, this $47 million gross includes the Thursday previews. If it made $47 million, it will pass $140 million. But this also includes the previews, so the real opening is around $45 million. Because of course it's including the So no, Toy Story 4 will not break any records except for why it's G-rated opening movies. Yeah, that's the only record it made. So even by Toy Story standard, Toy Story has always done okay at the box office till Toy Story 3. Of course, if I have adjusted for inflation, the Toy Story franchise is actually pretty successful. Toy Story 2 and Toy Story grossed a lot of money adjusted for inflation. Of course, worldwide they don't adjust it for that. But grossed $1 billion. The franchise domestically, if you adjust it for inflation. So Toy Story kind of became one of those cult classic movies. But Toy Story 4 is going to do exactly like Toy Story 3. But the thing is, will Toy Story 3 have the same foreign audience? That will be the question now. The movie will no doubt will probably still gross over 300 million domestically and possibly 400 million like Toy Story 3. But it's still underperforming in Disney's eyes. If it's underperforming in Disney's eyes, that's a problem. Because let's just adjust Toy Story 3 for inflation. Because Toy Story 3 came out before Toy Story 4, of course. So let's go back and adjust the franchise for inflation. See how well. So that means Toy Story 3 adjusted for inflation is doing as well as it's doing better than Toy Story 4. But the summer box office is not the only movies that have been successful this summer. Toy Story 4, despite underperforming, Detective Pikachu also underperformed by a million or so. But the only movies that have done well are Avengers, John Wick, and Aladdin. That's it. That's literally it. Avengers Endgame is not really a summer movie either. It came out in April. So, Detective Pikachu, so let's go back. Detective Pikachu did well, but the latter three movies didn't do too well. Wong Shot didn't do too well either. Nobody watched that. John McPhee came out. That was test. So someone was going after a bang. Aladdin overperformed. And of course, we have to go to this weekend. Godzilla King of the Monsters underperformed greatly, and it's still not even at $100 million. You gotta be kidding me. It is going to pass Dumbo at the box office, so it means it's not a flop. If Dumbo is not considered a flop, Godzilla is not considered a flop. And Rocket Man is. And then we, of course, have the biggest flop of the year, Dark Phoenix, and Pets 2 basically just underperformed severely. I'm in doubt they're gonna make a sequel for Pets 3. Man in Black International underperformed greatly as well, and of course Toy Story 4 is still underperforming in Disney's eyes. So, and with Toy Story 4 taking away sequel for Pets 2's audience away, Pets 2 won't really have that much legs past this weekend. It'll likely will top itself around 120 million to 140 million. Which means it's the second worst performing movie for Illumination ever made. Only beating Hop. Yes, Hop. That's the only movie that did worse than Sequel F Pets 2. But then you gotta realize, all of these movies are sequels. Man in Black International, a reboot. Sequel F Pets 2, and Dark Phoenix, both sequels. Godzilla 2, sequel. Aladdin is a remake. John McPhee did well. Pikachu is a new movie. And Ugly Dolls fought because it was just Ugly Dolls. And then what's coming out afterwards? There's a new Annabelle movie coming out, which will likely steal away Chucky's audience. It will likely steal away Child's Play's audience as well. This month they're really banking on Toy Story 4 because every other movie has flopped so far, or underperformed, or is not doing too well. But you gotta see the problem with these movies this month. Child's Play, a reboot. Shaft, a remake. No, a reboot. Man in Black, a reboot. Toy Story 4, a sequel. There's no original content. No original movies. I think Hollywood needs to warn this. I think for one summer, there should be as very little sequels as possible. I know Hollywood's not going to learn the lesson, because look at the upcoming movies of the next few years. They're all more sequels and reboots that nobody asked for. But we'll get next year. Oh, we have Bad Boys sequel, another Doctor Dolittle movie. There's so many more sequels. Peter Rabbit 2, but I don't know, Birds of Prey the sequel, but somehow Godzilla vs. Kong gets another sequel. Quiet Place is getting a sequel. The Mulan remake. There's of course a Sonic movie as well. There's another DC film coming out that's untitled. I'm surprised it's still here, but the New Mutants is coming out. That'll probably be canceled. Another James Bond movie, a sequel to Escape Room already. Fast and Furious 9, Legally Blonde 3. Another Marvel movie, Artemis Fowl was delayed. Wonder Woman, I don't know what Candyman's about, but Candyman. Oh, that's being made by Jordan Peele, I think. We haven't made Get Out. Another Top Gun, Minions, Ghostbusters, Purge, Bob's Burger. Yes, they're making a Bob's Burgers movie. Jungle Cruise. Do not know what this is. Morbius. And Bill and Ted, yes. They're making a Bill and Ted movie. Monster Hunter. Conjuring. Tom Clancy movie. Yes, they're making a Tom Clancy movie. Ward and Mill. I don't know. That has no title. Bios. Death on the Nile. The Witches. Ron's Gone Wrong. Vivo. Dune. Uncharted the movie. The Croods 2. And Coming to America sequel. So a ton of sequels next year. 2021, a Rugrats movie. Sesame Street film, which there is not what was described. Another Cinderella movie. Another Mortal Kombat movie. Boss Baby sequel. Another Fast and Furious movie. A Tom and Jerry movie. John Wick Chapter 4. Yes, another John Wick movie. That'll actually do well, probably. Akira. Micronauts. So that's a go free. I think that will probably do well. Same with the Batman is coming out. Sing to Space Jam 2. That'll probably have The Rock in it. That's definite for Space Jam 2. Mission Impossible. We see there's so many sequels that are coming out like 20 years after the first movie. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them 2. Dungeons and Dragons. Spooky. There's just so many sequels. No original ideas whatsoever. In 2022, Minecraft. Yes, Minecraft is getting a movie. DC movie that nobody wants. DC Super Pets. Aquaman 2 is coming out, and of course we can't forget about the Avatar sequels. So I think Hollywood is not learning from the mistakes. People, even the media, is saying sequels are the problem. Sequels are the problem. Okay. Nobody wants to see a Man in Black movie, a new Man in Black movie. That's terrible. It's actually not sequels. It's bad sequels. Now I'll make that about another video because of course I have to be lazy. But sequels are the reason why these movies are all underperforming. They all have something in common. They're all sequels. Yes. People will eventually get tired of seeing the same movie over and over and over again. The same characters over and over again. People want to see something new. Something original. That's why John Wick is doing so well. Because John Wick is a very new franchise. People want to see more of John Wick. People are going to want to see more of Detective Pikachu. I think Mars is an original movie. I don't know. And oh yeah, in 2020 they're also making another Hunger Games movie. Okay, and they're also making a Hunger Games movie. Another one. Another one. Making another Hunger Games movie too. This is two of Hunger Games is now a historic place. Make sure you like, subscribe, and goodbye.